All right, how's it going, folks? Rooster here in Tennessee. This is a setup pending to a local customer, Steven. He's going to check this thing out for you, make sure it's good to go. He was actually going to get a 6-pill, but 6-pill's got a bad fan in it. And again, that's just why we like to hook stuff up and test it before we ship it out or sell it to anybody. Had I not tested it, he'd have got an amp with a bad fan in it. So 6-pill had a bad fan. 4-pill is too small for what he's wanting to drive into it. So 8-pill is going to be the route we have to go. Now, I'm only going to drive this with a 100-watt radio. At the end of the video, I'll show the dead key going in so he kind of knows where to set his dead key at. But 150 amp power supply that RC built. This switch turns the fan on. Back here, however he decides to hook his amp up, it's got 2 terminals on it back here. If he wants to run some leads off of this into Anderson connectors or however he decides to do that. And then you've got a master power switch right here. This turns the power supply off and on. And then again, you don't have to run the fan in it. Most people will. Turn the fan off and on. It's right there. Both fans on the 8-pill are working. Obviously, we got this stacked up on top of it here. But again, we're just going to run a 100-watt radio into it. And should see some decent output. More than anything, just want to make sure that it's, getting some decent numbers for what we're putting into it. He's going to hit it with a 200-watt radio. A 2990, 2995. So he should see, a good bit more than what we're going to see out of it right here. So just to start off, average power, we've got a 2500 watt slug in there. We're going to check our dead key. It's going to be looking at the top scale. And that's about a 300 watt dead key, which is safe. Again, at the end of the video, I'll show how much the radio is keying to get that kind of output, to get that kind of dead key. Audio. Again, about 600 average, and that's with about 40 average going in. So still really good numbers considering we're, just barely driving it. And then top scale for peak or PEP power. This will be more relevant to what the numbers he's going to be seeing. I don't even know what kind of watt meter he's got. I don't think he has a bird though. So audio 1 2 3, 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 audio. So that would have been 1500. We're just a little bit below that, so about 1400 PEP, 1400 watts with 100 watts PEP going in. Again, he's going to hit it with 200, so I would fully expect anywhere between 1700 and 1900 watts PEP out of this. How's the power supply holding it? Hello. I mean, that's just on a standard wall outlet, and it's not even really dropping. So we're just on a 15 amp standard wall plug. Hello. You guys can see it's not dropping at all. We've got a clamp meter on our hot wires over here. Hello. I mean, again, the amp's just kind of half stepping, drawing 75, 80 amps the way it is right now. When he puts that extra 100 watts into it, it'll definitely come up over 100 amps, probably about 115 to 125. So he will need this power supply, and it may drop down a little bit once he starts drawing on it, putting a considerable draw on it. It may drop down to 14.8, 14.7, something like that. It's not going to bottom out as long as he has a good wall outlet coming to it. But again, that's about what you can expect. 650 watts average, 1400 PEP. Nice running little setup. The amp, obviously bigger than the power supply. And but this little power supply is doing a good job for him. So had a couple of these. This is the last one I had. I got to mark the other one off the website. Already sold the other one. So 800 HD, brand new Carl built 8-pill. And RC 150 amp power supply, runs on 110, 15 volts. For right now, this is the last one of these I have. So that's it. All right, appreciate it, guys. Rooster in Tennessee. Again, just want to do this video for a local customer. Questions, comments, shoot me a text. And before I forget, I almost forgot. See, I was getting carried away trying to wrap the video up. Let's take this out and see how much our radio is dead keying. 50 watts. We're going to put a 50 watt slug in, and we're going to turn the amp off. And what this is to do, is to just test and see how much power we're keying into the amp from the radio. So we're now looking at the middle scale, which is 50 watts. And looks like we were dead keying about 15 watts into this amp. So somewhere between 10 and 15 watts is the dead key that he needs to put into this. You know, swing a couple hundred into it, swing 250 into it if he wants to, but his radio only does a couple hundred watts. So dead key 15, swing 200, dead key 10, swing 200, something along those lines, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, and should do some really good work for him. Carl Bill, 800 HD. Appreciate it, guys. Rooster in Tennessee. See you, bye.